Griffin's favorite treats. They grow some.
How did you end up with the Grey Wardens?
Grew up in a Dalish clan. I'd hear all these stories about things that happened thousands of years ago.
The Dalish do love their history.
Except I wanted to make history. Didn't fit in. Got bored, so I went looking for adventure.
How'd that go over with your clan?
Poorly. They felt like I rejected them.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose. Clan life wasn't for me. I had to get away.
So then what happened? You're out in the world looking for adventure.
Got my ass kicked. I broke. I couldn't go crawling back to my clan of failure. Doubt they'd take... What are you doing? That's not a truffle. That's a nug. You'll get fleas.
At least he's having fun.
Truth is, purrs when you scratch him. Maybe we can speed things up by helping him. Let's search the bushes. Look around for truffles.
Ow! That was a thorn.
Keep looking. Arlithan Forest.
Nope. This is harder than it looks.
It's fleas, isn't it? What'd I tell you?
Actually, I think it's a truffle.
Huh.
Maybe the nugs like truffles. Could Asan know that if you follow them, you might find truffles?
Are you really that smart, boy?
Seems pretty clever to me.
If only you'd be clever enough to listen.
Well, you're still getting to know each other. Remember, Turlum. Remy was probably right. Remember how she said he needed a lighter touch?
If I go soft on him, the world would chew him up.
Let's give you both a chance and see if he can find any more of these.
How?
Find some nugs. See what happens. So how did you go from hunter to slayer of monsters?
Uncle Eldrin. An old elf I knew growing up. When I was a kid, I'd hunt just about anything. Rabbits, deer, fox. Eldrin gave that purpose. Taught me the way of three trees. The way of the arrow, way of the bow, way of the wood.
That sounds noble.
Eldrin taught me to hunt the unnatural so the natural can thrive. Be a force for good. Besides, it was either that or starve. Monsters paid good coin.
Why become a Grey Warden? If you were making money on your own.
I didn't leave my clan to get rich. Had to prove it was all worth something. I needed a cause.
There must be easier causes than fighting Darkspawn all your life.
Darkness is a sparring partner. The greater the There. I think Hassan's got something. Why don't you take a look? I'll be damned. Follow the nugs.
Like I said, he's a clever one.
Might make a tracker out of you yet. Hungry? What? It's gingerwort. Eat it.
Remember, light touch.
I mean, it's dessert fit for a prince. See?
He'll be fine. He just has a strong spirit. Let him grow into it.
Might not have time for that. With Lancet and Remy gone, if something happens to me, he'll have to stand on his own.
So, don't let anything happen to you.
I'm a Grey Warden. Death's around every corner. Not that I don't enjoy punching it squarely in the face.
Words to live by. I think death has met its match.
May we never find out. Okay, boy. That's enough for one day.
Oh, but he's having fun. Azan, you heard him. Let's go. Let's up. Myrna and Vorgoth about these hauntings.
I'd also appreciate it if we could see to those displaced wisps. Now, despite what you may have heard, spirits who dwell here do so willingly. Most of our working dead are animated by unthinking wisps, which are little more than impulses from the Fade. But later, I could introduce you to some truly intelligent undead.
Intelligent and friendly, hopefully.
Trouble ahead? Fantastic!
That looked like it hurt.
You've done it.
See that? Bad guy. That's a win, brother. You don't burn the dead? You just store them?
Navarra is dedicated to preserving the deceased. I suppose the displays of the Grand Chorus seem a little exotic to you all.
There was a girl in my village who put her dolls in dramatic scenes. This is kind of like that, isn't it? Except with dead people. They're easy for us. Your turn. Whatever you say.
most of them.
Oh, nicely done. Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
No one's going to seize the day for you.
Just so. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
How interesting that the necropolis moved these gardens so far below.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right, just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census. You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
Lords of Fortune have an eye for craftsmanship.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
This one's all yours, Emmerich.
Certainly. We're also enjoying the gardens, but we've one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
Always. We move on, as we must, but those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come. The next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom, and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watcher. Preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Hasn't everyone, from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
That sounds great. Thanks.
Would you mind letting Manfred pour? He does so love seeing the steam rise from the cups.
Want to take a look behind the waterfall? Sometimes there's treasure.
They're aiming for us! Look out! Behind you! Ranged incoming! Your turn! That the last of them?
Hey, what the elves did to your titans? That's messed up.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels silly. It wasn't like it happened to me personally.
That's Vashadan. You remember it. It's you.
Yes, I guess you're right. But it was a war. The elves had no choice because the titans were dangerous.
No, it wasn't your fault.
But I don't remember everything.
Hey,